If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. He's got room at the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Brady now on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On play action, it's Brady. this one is down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Hey, check it. Hey, 66.
Throwing on second and long. Brady under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard set. They'll make that a second sack here on the first drive out defensively. We have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
They got to find a way to tear that down, aren't they? So you're the play caller. You're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Brandon Smith puts it on, and the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the number 8 rusher in the NFL last season, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Hey,
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Here's Mayfield. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Detour Gross Matos. Collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
I'll put some in place. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Succop's kick is good, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Mayfield on play action. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to be taken down at the 33.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to worry about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run. As we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A give up the middle, Hubbard. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Hey, 133.
Now Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Brady. And it's caught. Touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But he's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The Panthers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the whole quarterback just says, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. The drive keeps moving.
Regular,
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. To try again after the sack. Mayfield over the middle. He's got Chenault. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's got room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now this is an example of breaking down in defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack. And guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Brady gives this one to Vaughn. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Panthers have recovered. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things. Taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Mayfield now from the 50. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And brought down
just shy of 40. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, and he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I could dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in the play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Brady Burns showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So they have 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
You hear the sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. $37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
The applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. On play action, it's Brady. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 45 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting there with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. He'll take this to the 46.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Hey, 133.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So the tenor of this game now, Charles, is really Swiss. I mean, they get the fumble. That provides the opportunity. They don't get the touchdown, but they capitalize with a field goal, and that does give them the lead.
I absolutely agree with you there, partner. The tone of this one has completely shifted. Now they're in charge and have momentum on both sides of the ball. And that other sideline, they just went from winning to needing an immediate answer if they want their lead back.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Also not ready up today, Parker, because they forced 2 turnovers already. That's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points out on the board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This man has been a dependable safety back all game, so he went back to him when his first ring was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick.
other than the extra point. That's it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play fake. Mayfield. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Mayfield on play action. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. This offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Brady now to throw. This one swung out to Vaughn. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run out for cash. The tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Brady. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
A give here to Mitchell. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Mitchell is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
Mitchell again. And good work there defensively. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Mayfield keeps it himself, and he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Panthers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Brady now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Vaughn underneath. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Brady to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Second and 9. On the counter, Mitchell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Panthers on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook out there, forced to throw on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run over center with Mitchell.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Take it to him. Come on, let's make a play here.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady, that is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Darnold is going to take a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Carolina, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town.